Welcome to this double ball challenge. Danny and I going head to head to see who can get the win. Danny's putt dropped in for a hole in one. The other just missed to the left. Nearly a double hole in one to start this round. My putt here made it through the rock, both right over the edge. Now for two, got it. The other one rolled it in up to four. Danny for the lead, got it up to three. On to hole two. Danny's putt's going to the right side of the rock. Will they break back to the left? Good speed here. One rolled by, the other stayed to the right as well. My putt's here, going down the left side with some more speed. Got a bounce off the back, but both missed to the right. In a good spot for two. Got it there, my second one. Rolled it in, all twos for me to start. Danny whipped out. His other one for two. Missed it to his left. Oh no, now for three. Got it, the other one. Rolled it in. A lead change after two. On to hole three. A great hole here. My putts both rolling down. Following each other down. Can I find it for a double hole in one? Rolling down left of the hole. One stayed right by it. The other in the sand. Danny with more speed. Hit the last brick there, missed to the right. This one got a bounce off the wall, has a chance. Dropped in for a hole in one up to 10. Danny's second hole in one of the round. This one rolled it in for two up to 12. My putts here need to make both to be tied for the lead. Pushed it. Another lead change up to 13. On to hole four. My putts here rolling down. Need to avoid the rock. Got a good bounce. The other stayed behind the rock. Danny in the lead by one. Can he hang on to his lead? Or will there be another lead change here? His putts both have a clear look for two. A good break for Danny. Nasty lip out, stayed on the edge. In for three up to 15. This one for two. Whipped out. Wow, gonna tap it in for three, up to 18. My putt for two. Missed to the left. This one was blocked out, just trying to give myself a look for three. Put myself in a good spot, got it. The other one for three, rolled it in up to 19. On to hole five. Danny has a one-shot lead in the double ball challenge. His putt's here, one got a bounce towards the hole. Stayed to the left, the other by the rock. My putts trying to take the lead here. Got a good bounce off Danny's ball right next to the hole. The other in the sand. In for two up to 21. Danny for his two. Whipped it in. The other got it up to 22. My putt here playing it around. Need a bounce towards the hole somehow and stayed there. Still some work left for three. Rolled it in up to 24. On to hole six. Danny's putts. Good hole for a double hole in one. Can he find it here on a good line? Both right next to the hole. Easy tap in for two. This one got it up to 26. My putts here. A double hole in one to tie the lead. Off the hole, bounced out. The other rolled by to the back wall. Now for two. Rolled it in the center. Gonna tap it in for two. Still down by two. On to hole seven. One of the best holes in mini golf. Danny's putts here. Rolling down. Both found the same hole. And they're gonna roll down the left side. Has some work left for his twos. My putts here. Can I find the right one? You want to find the back one here? One rolled in. The other just missed. Found the same one as Danny. A chance for a hole in one on one of mine. That one rolled out. This one got a bounce right next to the hole. Wow. Can I save it for two? Rolling down. Need a bounce off the back. Ran out of speed. Had the line. In for three. The other for two up to 33. Danny in a tricky spot here. His putt. Rolling down. Got a bounce off the wall. Whipped it in for two. What a save from Danny. His other one, can he do it again? Rolling down. Needs to pick up speed. Stayed behind it. In for three up to 31. On to hole 8. One of the toughest holes on the course. Danny's putts just trying to get them to the corner, and one rolled back down, stayed in the rough. The other, he has a look for two. My putt's here. Can I get them in the right spot for a chance at a 2-1? Not enough speed. Needs to slow down. Stayed by Danny there. Both in similar spots with both our balls here. My putt trying to play it around the back and take the slope down. Stayed on top. This one would be a big 2 save. Wrapped around the hole and rolled to the left. Danny, can he save it for 2? Wrapped around the hole as well and stayed on the left side. This one for 2. Got a big bounce back. Oh no, needs to slow down. Almost rolled back to the tee, but back to where he was. Now for 3. Has a look for 4 if it slows down, and it does. Would be a big 4 save. Just missed behind the hole. Wow, this one for 3. Got it. Now for 5. Rolled it in up to 39. I need to make both to tie the lead. This for 3. Missed it. Still some work left for 4. Rolled it in. The other one for 3. Got it. Down 1 after 8. On to hole 9. My putt's here. One bounced out of play. The other stayed on the green, rolling down. And I'm going to have a look for 2. Danny, his putt's here. Kept them on the green, rolling around. Ended up by me. His other a little short, but has a look for 2. I had to take a drop. Now playing 3. After I hit it out of play, rolling around. Hit my other ball. Rolled just in front of it. Would be a big save here for 4. Can I get the line right down the hill? Missed to the left. Stayed behind the hole. Had the read from my last putt. Can I get the read right here? And I missed it to the left. Wow, Danny. His putt. Can he find the line? The early putter raise. Missed to the left. Needs to slow down. Rolled past my ball. Danny now for 2 with his other one. Got a bounce off the right wall. Needs a bounce towards the hole. Got one, but stayed behind it. My putt here. Missed it. Oh, no. This one. Can I save it? Yes, in for 3. And this one for 6. Got it up to 49. Danny for 3. Rolled it in up to 42. Now for a 4-shot lead after 9. Missed it. Gonna tap it in for 4. Up to 46. On to the back 9 we go in the double ball challenge. Who's gonna get the win? Danny's putt's here. Got a bad bounce off the wall. And they're both gonna stay short of the hole. My putt's going down the right side. Got a bounce towards the hole. Can I find it for a double hole in 1? No, both stayed to the right. But good looks for 2. Got it there. The other rolled it in up to 53, putting the pressure on Danny. His putt. Rolled it in. A big save. Can he do it again to keep a 3-shot lead? Missed it to his right. Good speed. In for 3, up to 51. Danny a 2-shot lead after 10. Such a cool walk to the next hole. On to hole 11, the longest hole on the course. My putt's here. Both rolling down the center. Just missed to the right. Bounce back off the wall and missed to the left. In a good spot. Danny. His putts rolling down. One to the right. Hit the wall. Can he make it to the green? One did. The other stayed short and ended up rolling back down. Oh, no. Would be a big save for 2. Needs a good bounce off the back. Kick to the left and missed it for 2. This one, not an easy putt. Rolled it in the center up to 53. Gonna tap it in for 3 there up to 56. My putt's here. Got it. The other one. Rolled it in. Now down 1. On to hole 12. My putt's here. Down by 1 to the lead. Need another bounce. And stayed behind the hole. Danny. His putts. One with more speed than the other. Got a bounce towards the hole. Stayed right next to it. Both in good spots here. Danny. Got it to go. The other in for 2 up to 60. My putt. Got it. This one to stay down by 1. Whipped out. Still some work left for 3. Got it up to 62. On to hole 13, 6 holes to play in the double ball challenge. Danny's one bounced out of play, the other stayed on top of the hill. Oh no. My putts here. Will we see a lead change? Hit Danny's ball. All 3 rolling down. Will any fall for holes in 1? Danny got the best bounce. One of mine behind the rock. The other I have a look. Danny taking his drop now for 3. Missed it. He's going to have to tap it in for 4. Can he get a good rollout to save his 4? Rolling down. Dropped out. Missed to the left off the rock and hit my ball. Danny here for 2. Whipped out. Wow, this one for 5. Got it. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 68. My putt here. Rolled it in up to 64. Now for a 2-shot lead. Got a good bounce. Not on line. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 67. On to hole 14. I now have the lead here in this double ball challenge. We've seen so many lead changes today. My putts both in a good spot. Danny, can he find either for holes in 1? One missed to the right, the other behind the hole. For 2, Danny missed it. Feeling the pressure here. This one for 2. Rolled it in up to 70. Now for 3. Got it up to 73. My putt here. Whipped it in. The other one. Whipped out. Oh my. Gonna tap it in for 3. A 1-shot lead with 4 to play. On to hole 15. My putts here with a 1-shot lead. It's been going back and forth all round. Both missed to the right. Danny, his putts down by 1. Trying to get the lead back here. Got a bounce off the back. Dropped in for a hole in 1. The other missed to the left. Now for 2. Got it up to 76. My putts here need to make both to tie the lead after 15 holes. And I pushed it. Now for 3. Missed it again. Wow. Gonna tap it in for 4 up to 78, down 2. On to hole 16. 3 holes to play. Danny now a 2-shot lead after another lead change. Got a good bounce there away from the rock. My putts both kick to the left off the rock and have a look for 2. Danny, his putt here, missed it. Can he save this one? He does, up to 78. And in for 3 up to 81. My putts here, both for 2. Got it. The other one to be down by 1. Whipped out. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 83. It all comes down to the final 2 holes in this double ball challenge. Danny a 2-shot lead. One right over the edge. The other rolled back down. Now for 2. Can he find the line? Has a chance here and missed to the left. My putts trying to take the lead back here on the 17th hole. Off Danny's ball, kick to the left, the other to the right by the rock. No relief here. Right over the edge. Wow, in for 3 up to 86. Now for 2. Pushed it. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 89. Danny, his putt here. Missed to the right. His other one. Off his other ball and stayed on the edge. Gonna tap it in for 3. That one for 4, a 1-shot lead. On to hole 18. It all comes down to this. My putts here. One in the sand and one in the rough. Danny playing it safe with less speed. Taking the slope towards the hole. And in good spots. Still some work left for 2. It's a putt off. My putt. Rolled it in. A must-make putt here. Got it to go up to 93. Danny, if he makes both, he wins the double ball challenge. Rolled it in and for the win. Danny whipped out. Wow. Still has to make this one to force a playoff. And he does. Tied at 93. We're going to the 19th hole for a playoff. Welcome to the playoff in the double ball challenge. Danny's putts here, both on a good line. One dropped in, the other stayed just short. My putts, a double hole in 1 for the win. Split the hole. Rolled up the slope, rolling back, and stayed behind the hole. I need to make both and hope Danny misses his to go to another playoff hole, and I lipped out. This one for 2. Missed it as well. Gonna tap them both in for 3. Wow. A big mistake there. Danny for the win. Rolled it in. Congrats to Danny, the winner of the double ball challenge.